So there were a couple different liquor stores that I would go to, one in this direction, one in that direction. But then there was, of course, the good old Bevmo and Total Wine and More, which I used to go to those when I wanted to get alcohol at inappropriate hours, like 10 a.m. on a Wednesday. I would go to Bevmo because in my mind, people go to Bevmo to get a large quantity of drinks for an event or something like that. So I would go to Bevmo and I would get like 3 12-packs of Coors Lights or a 30 rack of Coors Lights or 3 bottles of wine, because then it's like, oh, I'm clearly going to a party or something or having people over. And I would even tell the checkout person, like, having some people over tonight, super excited, trivia night, woo. Like, nope, that's just for me. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. So if you did that or you do that, don't worry, you're not alone. But I will say in sobriety, it is such a relief to not have to live like that and lie to strangers, my family, my friends, my significant others, everybody. I lied to everyone around me. And back to the liquor store rotation. I also would commonly go to the grocery store because then it's like, oh, I'm just doing my weekly shopping. So I would go to the grocery store with the intent of getting alcohol and then end up buying some groceries like toilet paper and paper towels and, some fruit and veggies and meat or whatever else I wanted, so that it would look like I'm on my weekly grocery trip and alcohol is just a part of that. But nope, that's a 12-pack of Coors Lights just for today. And I just pretended like I'm doing a weekly grocery trip so that I could get those beers and not embarrass myself. Ugh, it was exhausting. I don't know how else to describe it. It was exhausting. And people live their alcohol problem in such different ways. Like, some people online told me that they didn't even try to hide it. They just openly had a problem in front of everybody. And they wouldn't have to sneak away to have a shot at the bar. They would just say, like, I'm going to have a shot. And they don't care what people think of them. That's one type of person. And then there's the type of person who would do literally anything and everything to ensure that nobody discovered that they were a heavy drinker. And that was me. I would do anything. Oh my God. I did such wild and crazy things to ensure that people didn't think that I had a drinking problem. If I was going to have a couple of beers before an 11 a.m. coffee date with a friend, I would bring gum and mints so that my breath didn't smell from the alcohol, and then go into the coffee date. And I would lie to friends saying that, oh, I'm trying to cut back on my drinking a bit. I haven't really been drinking much, but I would love to have a mimosa with you today. Like, that would be so special. And that was my secret way to get people to drink with me. Like, oh, we're celebrating. I haven't seen you in so long. Like, we should just get some wine. Why not? And I've been really cutting back, but I thought today could be a special occasion. Like, it wasn't a special occasion. I was drinking a lot every day and using that special occasion thing as an excuse to drink with this friend. Yeah, I could convince people to drink. I could convince people to go out to bars, to go to certain places because I know that they'll have drinks. Just the mental games that we played with ourselves are insane. And I'm so glad to be free of that. It feels amazing. That was one of the first things that I felt in sobriety, is just free. I am not imprisoned by alcohol anymore. Like, when you're a heavy drinker, alcohol is constantly on your mind, and not just the hiding aspect, but it's also, where can I get it? When will I get it? What if I start losing my buzz? Oh my God, the stress I had about starting to lose a buzz, or being somewhere that didn't have booze, and so I would lose my buzz and I would be freaking out about it. Oftentimes I'd bring a couple of beers in my purse somewhere because I was really nervous that if I started to lose my buzz, I wouldn't be able to find alcohol again. And so I would sneak out to my car or to the bathroom and chug a beer so that I didn't lose my buzz. Oh my God, it's so embarrassing to talk about this, but I'm just trying to be honest because I know that so many people out there struggled with this too. And when I hear about what people did, it makes me feel better. So I hope this makes you feel better.